Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Wednesday, April 26th. And we do have a low chance for some severe storms here over the next 72 hours. The greatest threat will be wind damage. And again, it's not a very high chance, but can't rule out a gusty, damaging wind. Don't expect any severe thunderstorm watches at this point, but something to keep an eye on. And the headlines are going to be we're going to have some warm summer-like conditions today with highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. Could see a scattered shower or a thunder shower today, not very likely. A better chance to come in for late tonight into Thursday, and we could see some areas picking up some briefly heavy rain and some pretty good thunderstorms for sure. And then the big system coming in for the weekend could bring a lot of rainfall, maybe 1 to 2+ inches on top of what we get today. So a significant possibility for very heavy rain over the weekend. And if that's not enough, we've been talking about some of the colder air that's going to be coming in the longer ranges. And it looks like the 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14 day outlook calls for plenty of cold air and again continued precipitation. So what does that mean potentially? Yep, we could see some May snow showers. So let's hope we don't get that, but it wouldn't add up to nothing, but certainly could see snow in the air as we turn the page to May. And if we look at the normals for the day, our normal high is 62, the normal low is 38. And you can see on this date back in 2009 we had 3.4 inches of rain, very significant event that day. And if we look at the warmest and coldest conditions around the U.S. yesterday, 104 degrees at Rio Grande Village in Texas, and the cold spot, 18 degrees at Climax, Colorado. And if we look at conditions around the area yesterday around our area, temperatures in the low 70s across the area, a little bit cooler than the thumb in the upper 60s, and just a touch of rain over in southwest Ontario. And you can see we're up to 4.4 degrees above normal. We'll add to that total here today into tomorrow. And I think we'll end up, again, very warm for the month of April and very wet. Here's the precipitation so far for the month of April. You can see altogether all of our stations combined are at 122% of normal rainfall. And we're going to really pile on some big numbers on top of that here as we get into the weekend before we end the month of April. If we look at that in a graphical format, you can see the areas with the most rain to the least amount of rain across the area. If we look at the temperatures out there this morning, very summer-like, upper 50s to low 60s across the region, except for we got low 50s again in the thumb with the influence of Lake Huron. And if we look at the radar out there this morning, that's why we can't rule out a scattered shower today. These will be weakening, and then we'll get more development as these storms continue to move up out ahead of that front. And then eventually, as that low pulls off to the east, the front comes through. We'll have a good period, I think, of showers and thunderstorms later tonight into tomorrow. And you can see up here where they've got ice storm warnings, very significant ice accumulations in the Arrowhead and snow. And some of those advisories do wrap into the western end of the UP, and we'll show you that in a bit. On the weather map this morning, you can see the low pressure system across Wisconsin. That's going to be moving to the northeast. Another one will move up this front. That's what will bring us our best chance of rain as we get into tonight and tomorrow. And then if we look at the forecast map by tomorrow, you can see that second low pressure system coming through. And again, we'll be in the area of showers and thunderstorms in the day. They should end by Thursday night, I believe. And then we're going to keep an eye on a storm that's going to develop across Texas and the Oklahoma Panhandle. That's going to move very slowly up towards the UP or towards Lake Superior. And as it does, it's going to pull just a ton of this moisture up into the Great Lakes. Again, the storm's going to be moving nearly due northeast, north-northeast, and again, it's going to pull all this precipitation up into the Great Lakes as we get into the weekend. Right now, it looks like the heaviest rain will be Friday or Saturday afternoon into Sunday, when I think we could see the bulk of the heaviest rainfall. And again, it could be 1 to 2 inches, maybe even more. Maybe some areas pushing 3 inches of rain over the weekend. And if we look at the precipitation forecast here over the next 7 days, this should be the next 7 days, not just till Tuesday. But again, that's when the bulk of it's going to fall anyways, is from this weekend. You can see many areas between 5 to 8 inches of rain across portions of southern Illinois back into Arkansas. For us, a large area of 2 to 3 inch rains expected here over the next 7 days. And as far as snowfall, yep, we even got some of the models pumping out some snow across northern areas. I'm not sure we'd see much in the way of any accumulations, but the bottom line is if it's showing the potential for snow, that gives us a good idea, certainly, how cold it's going to be. And we could see some highs only in the 40s as we get into later next week, with lows in the 30s. And on nights when we clear, we could see even some temperatures drop into the upper 20s. So lots of frost and freezing potential as we get in towards next week. We'll keep an eye on that. And on to Weather Watch this morning. Again, winter weather advisories across large portions of the upper Midwest, and the winter ice storm warning in effect for the Arrowhead, and even winter weather advisories extended now into the western end of the UP. Frost advisories to the southwest, and that could be a harbinger of things to come here in the Great Lakes. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.